And a big fireball. More fire. More fire.
And a big fireball. I'm Sam Spanner from the United Forever podcast, and I'm with my legendary cousin.
Adam Shagham, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. All good. So this is episode 55, Squeaky Bum Time? Question mark.
Yes, definitely.
So thinking about it, mate, just remember the days when it was sort of springtime. Fergie was always sort of asked the question, is it Squeaky Bum Time? So hopefully we can maintain good bit of form. But just to give an introduction to the show, we've got some lad banter. Obviously, we promote nothing but stupid lad banter. We're immature as fuck. And so we've got some banter from our mates. We've got the traditional shout-outs. We've got some puns, mate. We've got past and present puns. Sorry, I'll get this right. Kids' TV character puns for past and present Leeds players. Take the piss out of them. And we've got a few reactions to the footy at the weekend, and also a few questions about the caretaker, a.k.a. Eric Bailly's new contract. So, mate, before we jump straight onto the bandwagon, I've got a question. Have you had any funny banter this week or the past week?
I'm trying to think, really. Nothing that comes screaming to the surface. No, I think we're just all absolutely knackered at the moment because we're getting over, obviously, all the lockdown deliveries, because obviously everything's now sort of semi-open, and the old deliveries have kind of dropped a little bit. Nothing major, but you know, it's
just to inform the listeners, right? So you're not delivering drugs for the local cartels or anything. You are like a postman, so or, you know, a courier. So no dodgy shit going on that we know of, mate.
No, exactly. You know, this is it. So you know, it's just we're just all taking a bit of downtime, recharging ourselves, just in case if the country does go into another lockdown again.
Fuck up again?
Who knows? Yeah. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows, mate? Well, all right, I've got some banter, yeah? So this comes from one of our frequent listeners, Davey Boy G, also the ex-sports scientist at Real Madrid, my colleague, absolute fucking legend. And, right, so he said to me the other day, right, so we were talking about puking banter, and he said, right, so he knew this bloke, and he managed to pull this bird on a one-night stand sort of thing. And in the middle of the night he was actually making love to her or whatever, or just, you know, giving a good scene to in the bedroom. And then next thing he knew, he was just literally spray chundering all over her bedroom.
Yes.
And then he actually, after regaining himself after the giggles, he was like, well, when I think about it, they're actually together still. So that left me thinking, right, that was probably him and his bird right now. So just to set the record straight, this is Sweaty Dave. not David R, mate. David R can sweat and a half as well.
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
I think he actually needed a Botox injection in an armpit to regulate the fucking hose pipe spray.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if he still has that every so often or what, or maybe grown out, but who knows?
Fucking hell. God knows. Fucking hell. So then we've got old Damien. he sent me photos of his amaze balls, and you're thinking, what the fuck? Not his testicles, his amazing cheesy meatballs. So he loves to do some good old cooking in the kitchen.
Nice.
And he was there
Bit of
making
home
his
cooking.
DIY garlic bread. So, mate, it was good shit. And he told me an anecdote, right, that I thought, mate, I've got to tell you this. It's fucking hilarious. So, again, it was about, one of his old mates. He said that he'd pulled this bird, and this was back in Dublin, and he says that she came round to his and whatnot. And then apparently the bird in the morning had like literally needed to go for a dump, and she didn't want to do it in his bathroom out of embarrassment. So what she did, brace yourself, she went down to the fucking porch area by the kitchen and took a dump in the kitty litter tray.
What?
When when the when the fucking bloke came down, he was like, "Why is there a poo in the kitty litter tray?" And she's like, "The cat did it." And he's like, "What the fuck? The fucking cat died a week ago."
Yes.
So, mate, that could have actually been Damien's ex-bird. So I'll wait for him to tell me tomorrow at work. Fucking hell. Oh, dear.
God.
Fucking brilliant, mate. Okay, we've got some shout-outs. Here we go.
Brilliant.
Happy haircut to John from the United Way. He's looking fresh, and he's no longer looking like Edison Cavani. So we miss the hair, mate, but you're looking fucking dapper. Then we've got a shout out to the Big Red Bus. He literally had a chuckle at the outro video we stuck on the end of the last episode. The bloke in the supermarket farting in the down the intercom, and he's like, "That wasn't me." So, fucking hell, mate.
Yes.
Dear, oh
Something
dear.
we've all wanted to do.
And, I know, mate. Fucking hell. And our good old matey boy Boomhauer on the other end of the pond. Literally, he was so baffled with the last 48 hours of, all the mayhem that had gone on with the fucking Glazers and the Super League and all that bollocks. And he said that he felt like he'd been on a serious bender. So I couldn't agree more with that, mate.
Exactly.
So,
it was a full-on
fucking hell.
72 hours when it was just crazy times last week.
Right, that was mental. Mate, I'm going to make an addition there, right?
One
so
down,
basically,
one to go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thinking about it, you've got on the paddock, they had a watch along going on, and people were throwing fucking 100 quid super chats left, right, and centre, So sadly,
I know, it's mad.
my super chat got missed. I was a little bit disappointed, but I shall repeat it to thou right now, mate. So I came up with a stupid joke, and I said, "What do you call a bloke with 3 planks on his head?"
I don't know.
Edward Woodward. So I thought I'd try and get the lads to have a bit of chuckle, but oh dear, it doesn't matter. We've got some nice comments in the live chat, and of course, Ronnie Rollercola, mate. He was very, very courteous by thanking us for our light-hearted banter in the last episode. So, cheers, Ronnie. And another legend from the listening fan base. We've got Sufyan S. He literally said in the last, to the build-up to the Leeds match the other day in the live chats, he was like, he literally came to the Paddock match day to follow a bit of the Spanner banter in the video. So thank you very much, mate.
Yes, definitely.
And then in the last episode we did plentiful amounts of pub puns to take the piss out of Burnley. So The
Yes.
listeners, as always, are welcome to get involved, give us stupid puns. We love them all. So Rich Sutherland said, instead of Chris Iwalumo, Chris puked down the loo hole.
Yeah.
So Tommy Worrell, he
Legendary
goes, instead
striker.
of Jack Cork, yes, mate. He said instead of Jack Cork, Jack Pork Scratchings. So, oh, fucking hell, mate. I do miss pork scratchings. There was this place down in Wivenhoe, right? Over the river.
Right.
Fucking hell. I did this pub crawl once. We all went on a pub crawl in our pajamas. It was a fucking mess and a half. And we brought Spanish Fernando along with us because he'd never been on a village pub crawl. And
Right.
literally halfway through the pub crawl, mate, we were fucking wasted as anything. Beer was flying left, right, and centre. We were having pork scratching fights. The barwoman was fucking pissing herself. And all of a sudden, the whole pub started singing, and if there was something in the air that night, the stars were bright. Fernando. And he was like, where the fuck have I come to?
Oh, legend.
Oh,
dear.
Oh, that was brilliant. And then Will Hudson says,
Yes.
instead of Chris Woods, you got a packet of crisps Woods. And yes, mate. Jan Muller, he made an addition to my pun. He says, beer mat is cider. So thank you very much, sir.
Definitely.
And then, oh, mate, because you've been down to Dorset a lot, you might recognise this one. So
Yep.
Jordan Smith says, for Nick Pope, Nick Eldridge Pope. So apparently that's some kind of Dorset brew, mate.
Right. Okay. Might have to give that
I don't know if you
a
come
knock
across
next
it.
time.
Yes,
I haven't,
mate.
but I will
And of course,
keep my eye out.
yes, mate. And your mouth open.
Yes.
For the seagull, watch out for the Ashley Young turd on the face, in the mouth.
Yes, mate.
Oh, dear. Santa Notch. Here we go. He
Yes.
goes, Ian Time Gentleman Pleasham for Ian Measham. This is mashing it up to the next level. Fucking brilliant.
Yes.
We've got Gordon Butcher's Armstrong Stadium. So that is like a nod to the Paddock FC related to Gordon Armstrong. Fucking brilliant. We've also got Michael, squander all your wages in the fruit machine for Michael Keane. That is just fucking brilliant. Insanity. We love that shit. Oh,
Yes, mate.
fucking hell.
Definitely.
All right,
100%.
ping pong time, mate.
Right.
Okay, we've got anything old school for the kids' TV character puns. Right, let's take the piss out of the Leeds lot, mate. So,
Right.
here we go.
I'm
What have
going
you
in
got for me,
strong.
mate?
Right. I'm going in strong. Right. Ready?
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
A youth player back in the day, legend on Championship Manager, Jamie McMaster. Yeah, remember him?
Yes. Oh, of course, mate.
Right. Yeah, right. Ready? We're going in deep with this one. Jamie McMasters of the universe.
Fucking brilliant, mate. Oh. Hey, man. Okay, we got Nigel Martin Tin, as in Tintin.
Right,
Mate,
they
no
had a
lies,
player
my
called.
old form teacher at school. Sorry, hold the phone.
Yeah.
Right, I had a form teacher at school. His name
Yeah.
was Mr. Dennis, and he looked like
Right.
Tintin, and he was a fucking weirdo. We went on this school chips, right? On school
Yeah.
trips. What the fuck was it? Went on
What
a
the fuck
school
you on
trip
about?
and we were in.
Yeah.
Mate, that is some weird Freudian slip. Here I am thinking about stuffing my face with chips. So we were on the school bus, and just to piss him off, we'd do random shit. And
Yeah.
we'd like count to 3, and all of a sudden, all the lads on the bus just shouted out, "Chimpies!" And he'd be like, "Do that again." And we're driving back home. Did he fuck? Chimpies! Oh, mate, we just spent the whole fucking school trip saying chimpies for some reason. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, I shall control my Tourette's. Okay, mate, hit me.
Right. Next one. They had a player called Teddy Lukic, I think. I think that's how
Yes,
you
mate.
pronounce his. Right. So going old school with this one. Super Ted Lukic.
Oh, respect, mate. Spotting.
Yes.
Okay, we've got instead of Alan Smith. Oh, fucking
Yeah.
hell. His favourite, what's the word? I was going to say condiment, but that's what you normally have on the table. Fucking hell. His favourite thing in the bathroom was the toilet duck. He had to have pristinely bleached hair. We've got Alan Tracy Smith. Thunderbirds, go!
Brilliant. Right. Okay. My next
Okay,
one
mate.
is coming away a little bit from TV shows, but it's something that kids love.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
They had a player called Danny Graham. So
All right.
from now on, he's now Danny Golden Grahams.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that
He
got me
plays along
thinking
Steve
about the old
Malbran
bran
Flakes.
flakes.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Steve
Oh,
Malbran
fucking
Flakes.
class,
Yes,
mate.
mate.
Okay, we've got one about this boy, right? This random boy, he eats a banana, and he becomes Eric Banana Man Cantona.
What a fucked up
Oh,
program
dear, oh,
that was,
dear.
Banana Man. Brilliant.
Mate, that was fucked up. But he was from the Dandy, wasn't he? From the Dandy collection, you know,
Yeah,
those Beano and the Dandy comics as
yeah,
kids.
yeah. Somewhere along those
So,
lines. Right.
yes, mate. Okay,
Next
give
one.
me another one.
Right. I believe he was a goalkeeper. Now you have to bear with me on this. Casper Ankergren, is it? Was he a
Say that
goalkeeper or a
again.
defender? Casper Ankergren.
I'm not sure.
Right.
I haven't heard
Anyway.
of him, but
Right.
yes, mate.
He's going to be Casper the Friendly Ghost Ankergren.
That reminds me of this bird, right? In my form at school as a kid, her name was Lauren, and we used to call her Casper
Right.
because she used to give herself like the tightest chav facelift, which was literally putting her hair in a bun right in the middle of her head,
Right.
pulling it back as hard as she
Nice.
could, and she'd have the whitest foundation on her face. And apparently she'd never fucking wash her face. She'd have a bath and stuff,
Oh.
but she'd keep like fucking a whole term's worth of foundation off her face, and that's why we called her Casper.
Brilliant.
Oh gosh! All right, we got instead of Pontus Janssen. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just rolled my pencil along the table there. Instead of Pontus Janssen, here we have
Yeah.
Optimus Prime Janssen.
All hail Autobots. Oh dear. Right.
Oh.
Right. I believe this player was a youth player at the time, but he went on to play lower league in the end. Wayne Andrews.
Yes, mate.
Now,
Okay.
obviously, this isn't really a kids program, but I used to love it when I was a kid. Wayne's World Andrews.
Fucking class, mate. Totally bogus. Oh no, fuck, that was Bill and
That's Bill and
Ted's
Ted.
Excellent Adventure. Fail. Oh mate,
Nothing
no,
like
Wayne's World
failing.
was
That's
still
all good.
fucking. Oh
Mate,
mate, it was
Wayne's
Wayne
World.
and Garth, wasn't it?
That's it. We went to watch Wayne's World 2 at the cinema, didn't we?
Oh mate, that was
And
absolutely fucking class with the old
it was.
Jurassic Park effect.
Yes.
Oh
That's
mate,
it. Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
oh fucking, that
Excellent.
was absolute brilliant. Okay, I've got two more. So I've got
Yep.
this is old school. So going back to I can't remember the name of the author of the series.
Yeah.
Some fucking ancient reverend. It was Gordon, the number 4 tank engine, Strachan. So instead of Gordon Strachan,
Right.
yes, mate.
Next one. I believe he was a striker. Dexter Blackstock, I think. Striker or an attacking mid, anyway.
Yeah,
He is,
no,
from now
I've
on,
seen him play in real life. He was all right in the old
yeah,
EFL.
yep. From now on, he's going to be Dexter's Laboratory Blackstock.
Oh, watch
Bit
out
of
for
Nickelodeon.
DD. Yes, mate. Speaking about Nickelodeon, here comes the
Yeah,
last one. This fucking random
right.
pink character, ADHD to the max. We've got Patrick Star Bamford from
Nice. Right,
obviously from
from
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yes, mate. Right, my final one. Um, Now, I'm going to really fuck up this pronunciation of the surname, I believe, but is it Jimmy
Oh, mate, I
Kebby
love
or
this.
KB? It, J- J- yeah, Jimmy
Scabby.
Kebby, I think. It's Scabby. Yeah.
Okay.
From now on, he's going to be Jimmy Neutron Kebby.
Fucking hell. Pass that Jimmy a comb and some hair gel and fix that quiff.
Oh,
Oh dear.
God. His head was bigger than his body. What was that about?
Fucking. Oh no, fucking brilliant, mate. Okay,
What
so
was
we've
all
got
that
some
about?
shit to talk about. Brilliant. So, okay, mate. So I got some serious trollage, mate, the other day. It was actually yesterday.
Right.
So you know when
Okay.
the caretaker got his new contract renewed, talking about
Yep.
Eric Bailly, right?
Yep.
I actually thought, it
He
makes
renewed his
sense.
broom.
I thought, it's the one, mate. Fucking, I said he's been more consistent than previous years, and the trolls came out in the
Yeah.
fucking masses. They were saying shit like,
I'll bet.
yeah, he's consistently got himself infected with COVID, fucking crashing into roundabouts, turning his fucking car into the Batmobile, which then becomes fucking Bat plane. Oh dear, mate. So, anyway,
Yes.
what are your thoughts, mate? You happy or are you fucking
Um,
dreading it?
I am. It depends on how much we are paying him a week. Now, I hope it doesn't turn into a Phil Jones, where he's just constantly sick noted.
2.0. Yeah.
However, when he does play, he does bring something to the table, and that's the only difference that I can put out there at the moment between him and Phil Jones. Is
I
the
was
fact
going to
that
say,
Bailly actually brings something to the table.
another stretcher.
Yeah, all that Phil
Sorry.
Jones brings to the table is another sick note.
Fucking hell, mate. Oh dear. No, I'm thinking, right, the Glazers are going to fucking go full out. and on their revenge now, they're just going to take the piss out of the fans even more. And they're going to be like,
Of
oh,
course
no,
they
there's
are.
no money to spend in the summer. You're not getting Varane. You're not
Yep.
getting fucking Tom, Dick, or Harry. Apart from, well,
Yep.
yeah, I was going to say Harry Maguire, but we've already got him. So, fucking hell, this bloke, right, I think he has been consistently consistent when he's played. He does crazy shit.
Yes,
We
he
love
has.
that kind of stuff. He's a
Yep.
he's a fucking original nutter. So I
Yep.
think if Ollie's happy with old the fridge and freezer, the Iceman and Slab,
Yep.
I'm happy with that. But you
Yep.
do need some backup. So he's a good backup, and we've got Axel as well. So don't know what else you got to say on that matter, mate.
I think. Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to freaking multitask here and it ain't working. Can you repeat the back end of that question, please?
What?
What you just
Have
asked
you
me?
got anything else to say on that matter? What are you doing? Fucking trying to bang one out while you're doing a fucking audio pod?
No, I thought to myself, why the fuck are you asking me about Juan Mata for? I was like, what you on about?
Fucking all right. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I
Sorry.
think I'd rather have him. There's an age-old saying, isn't there? I'd rather have him in the tent spitting out than out the tent spitting in. Simple, isn't it? I think
Are you allowed to do that with the COVID restrictions?
I don't know. We'll find out. But you know, he yeah, I think it is a gamble. I'm not going to lie. But
Yeah.
when he does play, he does perform well. And talking of, I'm just quickly like going on a tiny bit of a tangent. It's still contract related, but apparently we're about to offer Luke Shaw a massive contract, something stupid, and it's going to be like for the longest term
Yeah.
possible as well. So that's going to be quite interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm skeptical. Well, I'm going to say this.
Yeah,
I'm happy to get him give him a contract renewal, but pay rise, no, sir. Because he's still got to be more than say 5 months consistent, and also
yeah,
we don't want him to be a fucking Phil Jones 3.0. So,
yeah. This is it.
so I don't know, mate. I'm happy that
Yeah,
he's going to get contract renewal, but more wages
yeah.
means
I know what
less
you mean.
transfer money available for Jason
Exactly,
Sanchez.
exactly. Yeah,
So I'm going to tell you something funny, right? So I was listening to
go
Webby and
for it.
O'Neill, their reaction after the match, right? And they were
Yeah,
literally just saying Bielsa the other day had one objective, and that was to not get embarrassed at home. And then he said
yeah.
something funny like he did a bit of a granddad, you know. He couldn't. Well, this was O'Neill. He couldn't pronounce Bielsa properly, and he called him Belsa. And he's like, "What the fuck's wrong with that Belsa? He looks like some weirdo who's just learned how to use a fucking potty." I had to quote that in the comments, and I got like a fucking army full of Leeds trolls fucking giving me shit. Oh mate, it was worth the
Brilliant.
banter.
Definitely.
Oh
I
dear, oh
think
dear.
you know, I'm not going to lie. It was a shit game, right? The first touch and control of both sets of players was like schoolboy. It was horrendous, wasn't it? Let's be honest. You know, it
Well,
wasn't a very good game.
you keep going.
Um, it wasn't a very good game. I was disappointed in the fact that it was a derby, so to speak. Um,
Yeah,
I think
but without
a lot
fans,
of
because
yeah.
with
I
the
think
fans,
basically what this is it. Maybe that would have been a bit different, but I think the main issue was we were still one eye on the one eye off the ball in respect of not sure what's going on behind the scenes. and I think that kind of derailed the team a little bit on the
yeah.
momentum that we'd gained with all the Super League bullshit that
Yeah,
happened last week, and people breaking into Carrington and not letting the team out to train, stuff like that. And it's going to have some kind of it's going to fuck them up mentally somewhere, isn't
well,
it?
that's sort of consequence.
Yeah, exactly. But that
I'm going to say
aside,
this right.
there were, yeah.
No. Well, no. Give me that aside.
Yeah, and I was going to say, but the flip side of that, I thought the game that we played was one of Wan-Bissaka's best games in a United shirt. You could say, Adam, you're a fucking nod.
Mate, he was world class. I've got some stats.
He
Did you know
actually,
he's got
what?
He's got 33 more blocks than any other player in the Premier League. So, mate, that is fucking class. He puts his body over the line at times, and he's a bit of a menace going forward. I know he's no, I know. So
it's disgraceful.
I think they've announced today that because of the old COVID fiasco, they're going to expand the squad sizes for the Euros. So, possibly he'll be included. And you want him
Alexander
to be against
Arnold
Mbappe, you know?
Yeah, definitely. But, Alexander Arnold can't start for England during the Euros. Simple, because he's just been piss poor this season. And I think, but then you've got Kieran Trippier in the wings as well. But then I don't know how that's working out for him. Is he still at Atletico?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to win the La Liga, this season. So, well, hopefully. I'm just hoping that Real Madrid and the typical Real Madrid and Barcelona don't get any more silverware over here.
Yeah.
So,
but I think going back to Wan-Bissaka, he played well, and I was actually very impressed with his. 5 minutes ago, I was just saying that our first touch and control was shite. Other than Wan-Bissaka, and Rashford was semi all right. Everyone else was a bit wank.
Well,
to put it bluntly,
I'm going to say this: I was happy with the back five. I think they look kind of confident and sort of more resolute. I can see sort of the trust between them, which is important. And since Hendo's had a string of games, I can definitely see that Victor feels more confident and he's allowed to try and do these killer balls down the park. And he's already got a couple of assists this season. So I'm going to say this is a bit wild now. I've seriously criticised Lindelof this season in different moments, but right now he's one of my favourite players in the squad. So Joe Smith once said, it's our job to be, fucking hell, what's the word? Fuck me. Hypocrites.
Retarded?
Yes, we're entitled to be hypocrites. Okay. Well, yeah, that's in our genes, isn't it, mate? Oh, dear. So, mate. No, I'm happy with the back five. I just thought that Bielsa's tactics were actually spot on to neutralise the attack, and that worked very well. And also, poor Dan James, mate, he got bruised and battered.
Mate.
Oh, I felt sorry for him. But, definitely. I mean, that was Bielsa's tactics. So if we don't see... if we don't see him in the Roma squad... in the squad against Roma, it wouldn't surprise me. Because he'll need a bit of physio after that.
Bit of a quick question for you. I know this isn't United related, but do you think Bielsa will go to Spurs?
Have you ever seen a man eat his own face? Sorry. No, mate. I'll tell you why. No.
Yep.
I think that his reputation is sort of a bit like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him.
Right.
And I don't think that he'd be a popular recruitment. But anyway, I just think that they're going to try and go for someone with a jazzy name, a Nagelsmann or Ten Hag from Ajax,
Nagelsmann has just signed a pre-contract with Munich, mate. They've just literally this evening.
Well, there you go.
He's going to. he's going to Munich next season, and that's going to be horrendous. Do you know how much Bayern Munich they're paying Leipzig 25 million euros for Nagelsmann? What the fuck?
Fuck
25
me.
million pound for a
Bloody hell.
manager? That says something, doesn't it?
That is,
That's mental money for a manager.
mate,
You
that
don't
is
see that
mental.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just try and I'm gonna give you a time reference. We've hit the 35-minute mark.
Yep.
I actually think there's a bigger chance of Harry Redknapp going back to Spurs with Trankyar and
Bringing
fucking David Bentley, Peter
Crouchy,
Crouch,
Cranker, Defoe, pulling
Jamie
them all out the
Defoe,
woodwork. Yeah.
Asu Akotu.
Yeah.
Bale's there already
Oh
waiting
god.
for him.
Exactly. It's
Oh,
written in the
fucking
stars,
hell.
mate.
Yes, totally. So, mate, just leaving the old United stuff again. I'm going to say this, right? I'm fucking
Yeah.
proud of Paddock FC. They're in this
Right.
really exciting competition right now. I think they've got, two more fixtures left. Could it be? Or three more
Right.
fixtures left in their thing to get promoted in their mini league competition. And they won 4-0 on Saturday, which was brilliant. So they showed some serious character there. And fucking
Definitely.
Ronaldo Brown is class, mate. I think
Yeah,
this is. You might think
who was their
I'm
number
mental, but
25
some of
as
these
well?
kids, mate.
Their number
Simmons, was
25
it?
was.
I'm going to have Santa Notch
I,
correct. Santa Notch in the comments will
I'm
be able
not
to
sure.
correct us.
Definitely, but yeah, he was.
But
he was a bit tasty. I'm not going to lie. He was a bit tasty. Yeah.
yeah. Have you seen the Paddock FC documentary yet?
No,
That came
I
out
haven't,
a
no.
few weeks back. Right, I'm going to send that to you in a minute, mate, because that is a fucking must-watch and a half. Absolutely brilliant. So
Right.
you sort of getting some, the reality checks of quite a lot of their players that had come from big teams.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of their players that, like Ronaldo Brown was playing for Liverpool Academy. You've got, other players that have played for big EFL clubs and stuff, but have sadly, not had their contracts
Didn't
renewed
make it.
or been offered pro contracts.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like my brother, Sheffield United, when he turned 16 or something, and, that was a big disappointment for him because he had this wild sort of vision in life, thinking that he would eventually overtake fucking Van der Sar at United, I mean, these kids, mate.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
there's
You've
me,
got to have it.
fucking hell, playing in the F division in a fucking mud bath, wearing the captain's armband, having an argument with my manager on the touchline, and I fucking pelt the captain's armband over the fucking hedge. So, oh dear. Mate,
Brilliant.
I suppose I
don't know.
was more content with the smaller things in life. So that isn't a euphemism for a small dick.
Wiener.
Oh, fucking hell. If you've got a problem with your dick, you've got to wash it down with soap and water. Then you've got to sit back and let it dry. Oh, mate. That's the old Schaefer's dick sealant advert, isn't it? New Zealand product for fixing your deck if you've got a wooden deck in your back garden. Anyway, mate, give me your final words.
All right, final words. Okay, well, we're 10 points shy of City. There's 15 points left on the board, isn't there? Can we do it?
That's correct.
Question mark.
Only if City literally go on a fucking bender and burst their livers and they're all fucked up and zombified. So I'm gonna say no.
It's wishful,
but don't
wishful
stop
thinking.
believing. Totally, mate.
Exactly. And I think, I think we need, if we can win the next 5 games. I know we've got Liverpool on Sunday, which is going to be, even though Liverpool are like proper wank at the moment, they're still going to, you know,
Yeah.
regardless of the form of the teams, it's United, Liverpool in it. So it's always you're always gonna get a game.
Totally, mate.
So
Yes,
that'd
mate.
be interesting to see. Obviously we've got Roma at home on Thursday, so we need to
Yes,
keep a
mate.
clean sheet on that. That's a must. If we can keep a clean sheet, then we will go
Yeah.
back to Italy and we will get to the final. So it's all about
Yes,
keeping
sir.
the clean sheet at home. If we can keep the clean sheet at home, then yeah, we're on a winner. But that's my
Solid, mate.
my wrap up, and yeah, it's over and out for me. Really, anything to say, mate?
Yeah, just over and out from me. And what's that squirrel doing on my dick? You know, he's not allowed to come on my dick. Speak to you later, you chronic masturbators.
Wanker. Fucking. Oh, you silly cunt. I've just got my fucking leg. Thanks.